I'm Martha Raddatz for On the Radar for ABC News and Yahoo News. Today joining me is Carlotta Gall. She is a Pulitzer Prize-winning New York Times reporter and author of the new book, The Wrong Enemy, America and Afghanistan, 2001 to 2014. Carlotta, welcome, and thank you for doing this. I guess the title says it all. You think we were fighting the wrong enemy in Afghanistan and should have been in Pakistan instead.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting go to war there, but it became clearer and clearer to me that instead of fighting a very grim and tough war, which was very high in casualties on Afghans as well as NATO and American soldiers, the problem wasn't in the Afghan villages. That actually the source of the problem, the radicalization, the sponsoring of the insurgency was all happening in Pakistan.
Tell me when you started getting the feeling we were in the wrong place.
It was, I think, very soon after 9/11. You know, the Taliban were gone, and Al Qaeda had escaped. You know, Tora Bora was over. We knew Bin Laden had escaped into Pakistan. When I started going to Quetta, and I found Taliban resting up there and regrouping. They had assistance. Some of them talked about being forced or threatened and told to go in and fight the Americans. And when you're there, on the ground, you know, seeing every bombing, the suicide bombings that started, the insurgency that grew, and you investigate where it's coming from, it kept leading back to Pakistan.
What's your theory on why we didn't go into Pakistan, or why we were not concentrating more on Pakistan?
The most important at the beginning was General Musharraf, who was president of Pakistan, was very plausible. And everyone thought, he is our ally, and he said he was. And then, of course, Kiani, I found him much more ambivalent, but again, he was very persuasive at telling his counterparts that he was their partner. And so Pakistan was very clever in that way. And I think many of our soldiers and the Western forces that were there understood what they were seeing on the ground. But I think the politicians, not all of them, but and the diplomats, it took ages for them to understand that actually the persuasion wasn't working, the engagement wasn't bringing them on board, they were actually double dealing. And now diplomats will tell you very plainly, yes, Musharraf was double dealing.
And so where are we now with this?
Well, we're amazingly still in the same position because 2011, the raid on Bin Laden, and he's killed and found in Abbottabad, just yards from the top military academy in Pakistan.
You must have thought, told you so.
I mean, actually wasn't surprised. Well, I was amazed to see the house, but I wasn't surprised. How did he manage to hide there? Who knew? Took another 2 years of my life prodding and, you know, going and questioning, and we're back to the same point that Pakistan did know. They were hiding him, they were handling him. Someone, you know, on the inside told me this, that they had a special desk that
knew
managed
where
him. Yeah.
Bin Laden was.
Yeah, that not only that, put him there, protected him, oversaw him, handled him in the terms of, you know, the secret intelligence services. And, you know, it's all deniable, so it's you know, but I'm told the top bosses knew. And the really thing that concerns me is Zawahiri is still out there. He's in Pakistan. I believe he's also probably being hidden the same way and protected. And Afghanistan is about to embark on a very dangerous you know, next decade on its own, where the foreign forces are leaving, the assistance is going to inevitably draw down. And are they going to survive? Because Pakistan, I think, is still dead set on continuing this course of radicalizing its young men and sending them into Afghanistan.
And if you had to say what the future of Afghanistan is right now, or the Taliban returns, or what happens?
I think the Taliban's dead set on returning, and I think Pakistan's dead set on regaining its influence through the Taliban.
No matter how many troops we leave.
If the West keeps some commitment, whether it's, you know, diplomatic, some financial, and some training, some support for the army, even if it's not many boots on the ground, that's critical. That will help the Afghans survive. And the Afghans want to resist the Taliban. They're fed up with that. They want a modern democracy. And I think they showed that in the election. And so I think they can make it, but they need help. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Carlotta Gall, the author of The Wrong Enemy, America in Afghanistan, 2001 to 2014. That's it for On the Radar today. I'm Martha Raddatz for ABC News and Yahoo News. Have a good day.